a little trip with me, and hopefully you can see how the hood, suburbs, and Main Street are all connected, not respected. I mean, we network across the globe, cause it's a global market in case you didn't know. And since we all about information flow, let me be the first one to welcome you to Tech Zone with Paul Amadeus Lane. Let's talk tech, cause technology changing the game. It's all good in the hood, it's everywhere. Now let's get to the show, cause we live on air, yeah.
Hello and welcome to this edition of the Tech Zone. I am Paul Amadeus Lane, and I'm so happy that you decided to take a little trip with me. What we're going to do on this show is continue our Comic-Con 2017 recap. And if you missed any of our interviews in episode 50, we had the legendary Marty Krofft, David Arquette, Eric Roberts, Ro Brooks, you name it, we had it jam-packed. So if you missed it, you can always go to my website, paulamadeuslane.com. Click on Tech Zone. We got you covered. The video you can watch on YouTube, Paul Amadeus Lane. That's the channel. Make sure you subscribe and you share. What I wanted to do is to personally thank you for the support of the show, how it helped me to be on iHeartRadio. That is a tremendous accomplishment of mine, that I always wanted to get the show on iHeartRadio in addition to ABC News, KMET 1490, but it is truly an honor to be a part of it. So you can check out the show there, and looking forward to continued growth for the show. What I wanted to do was to answer some questions out there that you may have. You may not have said this audibly, but I'm sure you're thinking about it. Why do I cover entertainment on a tech show? Okay, here's an explanation. Now stay with me now. Stay with me now. I get kind of deep and philosophical sometimes. I don't make sense. Here we go. You watch shows on a fill in the blank television. Television is a piece of fill in the blank. Sean, help him out. Technology. We stream content on our cell phones, smartphones. A smartphone is a piece of, say it with me, folks, technology. A tablet is technology. All of those devices, we stream our content and watch television shows. Let's throw in some consoles too. Consoles used to be just for, say it with me, folks, video games, but now we can stream content like Netflix, Amazon Prime, you name it, we got you covered. And plus, I did the morning show for like 7 years. But no, really, entertainment is a part of technology. Last year, I moderated a panel for Black Enterprise magazine, and it was entitled At the Intersection of Technology and Entertainment, meaning they both coincide together. And so that's why I will always talk about entertainment. I also talk about digital health, you name it. Whatever technology has its hand in, you're definitely going to hear about it. Hey, well, let's get our show started. Coming up in this segment of the show, we are going to talk about one of my favorite series. And if you've been following me for a while, you know I've talked about this series on the air. Love all the characters. I'm talking about the 12 Monkeys, Syfy's hit TV show. It's entering its last season, and I'm so sad. So I had an opportunity to talk to the two leading ladies in the 12 Monkeys of the show. Had a great chat with them. I started off my conversation with Amanda Schull. She plays Dr. Cassandra Riley. Cole calls her, what? Cassie. And for some of you who don't know or know what the 12 Monkeys is about, remember the Bruce Willis movie, the 12 Monkeys? Well, this continues to take James Cole's character and continues to jump through time and everything to stop a catastrophe. Last season blew me away. I didn't see that coming. So I had an opportunity to start off my conversation with Amanda, and I don't think she was ready for a statement that I made, but she was such a good sport. She got a good laugh at it. Check it out. All right, Amanda.
Yes.
It's Comic-Con.
It is.
Are you having fun?
I am having fun. We haven't had a chance to get on the floor or really explore any of the craziness yet. We've sort of generated our own craziness, but so far so good, yeah.
You know, as we look back at the 3 seasons, we see your character Cassandra, or Cassie.
Yeah.
We see you just grow by leaps and bounds from being the skeptical person when Cole starts splintering to falling in love with him and finding out that he's your baby daddy. Talk about that transition.
It's been a real privilege. I've never seen a character like this on television, and I've never imagined that I'd have an opportunity to play a character that challenges me so intensely every single script. What they've entrusted me to attempt to bring with their writing has been flattery at the highest for me. And it's also pretty rewarding to know that Cassie, this person that I've come to love, has gone from being, like you said, a skeptical doctor to kind of taking matters into her own hands. And I really like that from a feminist female empowerment standpoint. So that's been really rewarding for me.
One thing I like about your character don't play either. When it's time to ride or die, you ready to you ready to put a clip in that Glock and let the games begin, right?
Actually, I really do hold a Glock. Yeah, I do. I do.
So y'all's a big fan.
Well done, sir.
And you know what? And when last season was a season we didn't see come out of nowhere.
Yeah.
With the witness and then Olivia.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, this is like just something major.
It's some pretty imaginative storytelling, isn't it? And the writers, Terry at the helm, Terry Metalis, our creator and showrunner, their imagination has no limits. And I think that's something that's really exciting as far as the genre of science fiction goes, because there's no stopping point. It's not just about relationships and, these sort of insipid, silly stories that I feel a lot of, I shouldn't say all television shows, but a lot of television shows rely on that drama. And there is so much more, which I think is rewarding for us, but then also rewarding, hopefully, for audiences to find something to identify with beyond just heartache.
And you have such a lovable character. I mean, your character, everybody loves your character, and it seems like that's really your personality. That kind of really nice, always looking towards for the best in ones, but not taking no mess when it's time.
No. I think at her core, she's a doctor, and she took the Hippocratic Oath. She wants to do the best she can for the greater good. But come season 4, you'll realize that she's presented with some challenges that are really going to butt up against who she is at her core. And whether she can actually go through with things that she's expected to go through. And I appreciate you saying that I'm nice as a person, because there might be some people out there that disagree with that.
Well, it's I'm a pretty good judge of character, and that my Jedi mind sense is telling me that the Force is strong with you with the light side of the Force.
I will take that. And absorb it.
What's been your most memorable episode shooting and also acting in?
That's a trick question. Every single episode has an element that's touched me personally or challenged me. A lot of getting to do some of the fight sequences were so rewarding and hard and exciting, but then also some of the emotional storylines in season 3 when Cassie went back and met her mother. That was something for me that was really, really special, and I was thrilled that they entrusted me with that kind of a storyline.
Well, I tell you play that role fantastically.
Thank you.
We're looking forward to season 4. Huge shout out to the lovely Amanda Schull. She plays Cassie well. I mean, her acting skills, in season 3, if you haven't watched it, catch up on it, please. I mean, just some of the things the scenes that she had was just like, it blew me away. And she was a good sport about what I said. I said, Cole is your baby daddy. Yeah, folks, I keeps it real. That's all that I'm saying. You know what I mean? Where I grew up, when somebody had a baby by somebody, we would say that was your baby daddy or baby mama. I'm sorry. I know you probably say child's father, or you know what I mean, but we just keep it real. She was an amazing person to interview. I had an opportunity to talk to one of my favorite television characters of all time. I mean, really, from everything that I've watched, this young lady right here is absolute one of my favorite characters ever on TV. Emily Hampshire. She plays Jennifer Goines. Now, for some of you out there who watch the 12 Monkeys, you know what I'm talking about. And in the beginning of the first season, we didn't see Jennifer that much. But I think her popularity grew so much that they wanted to have her in as many episodes as possible. And I'm telling you, Emily is full of fire, full of vigor. Check it out. Emily, I'm like fanboying right here because you are my favorite character in the show.
Oh, that's so good. I'm kind of fangirling on your tie, and I feel like Jennifer should wear that at some point, that tie. Like that little bow tie thing.
That would be so cool. And you know what? That brings me to my next question. You think we can get an episode of Jennifer being at Comic-Con? That would be pretty cool, wouldn't it?
Oh my God, that's such a good idea. That is such a good idea. You know what sucks about that idea, though? It's our last season, and we're already shooting it. That's such a good idea. I kind of want to tell Terry this right now so we can get some footage here. That's a good idea. Because that would totally be Jennifer's thing, right? She would absolutely go crazy at Comic-Con.
And you know, I thought about that. I said, whenever I see Jennifer, I said, she needs to be at Comic-Con just like...
Why didn't you tell him this, like, when we weren't ending?
Well, you know what we got to do? We got to try to put together maybe a 2-hour movie.
There you go. You know what? There you go.
And then you can show me interviewing you during Comic-Con.
Oh, my God. Yes! Yes! Oh, I genuinely love this idea. Okay.
And I tell you, one of the famous lines that I love was in season 1 when you said, "You killed Daddy?" That was awesome.
That was pretty fun. I mean, I'm always telling Terry every time we're about to do a new season, I'm like, I don't know if you can top what I was given to do the season before, so I don't, and I keep telling him, like, write me out if it's not going to be better than, because I just don't want to go down with Jennifer, and I don't feel like he could top it, and then every season I read it and I'm like, wow, you outdid yourself. So.
And you are a fantastic actor. I'll tell you why. We see young Jennifer and we see older Jennifer, and your acting skills, hands down, is amazing whenever you play the different roles. Talk about getting into character for younger Jennifer and older Jennifer.
First of all, thank you. That's so lovely. Old Jennifer is interesting because the first time I ever played her, just doing the prosthetic was a really interesting process. I learned a few things. One, you could not pay me enough to be a Klingon. Like, I would not do that job ever, because it's not fun being in that. However, seeing myself older, kind of I looked a lot like my mother a bit, and but seeing myself like that, I felt two very surprising ways. I felt super confident, like just I don't give a about anything. I felt really chill, and also I started to appreciate the way I look now, which I don't normally, but like being in that older makeup, it's kind of like when you look through your iPhone to like photos years ago where you thought you were fat, and then you look at them now and you're like, God, I wish I was that fat now because I look great then. So that's kind of what I like this. So yeah, but playing her was kind of, a lot of it was the costume and was the makeup, because that informed a lot of just the way I walk, the way I sit, and speaking. But what bothers me is that I feel like every time I played her, because I play her rarely, like I don't play her that much, and every time I played her, I feel like the last time I play her in each season is when I discover who she is really. Like when Jennifer died, that shooting that scene made me realize, I'm like, oh, now I understand old Jennifer. But she's dead now. But it's time travel. So, yeah, I love it. And then young Jennifer to me is all heart and love. And I guess what I always felt with her from day one was the people who are considered crazy in society, or anyone with mental illness, or children, are people who are, to me, the truth sayers. They get right to the heart of the matter, and there's no kind of social graces or social norms that most people subscribe to. And that to me is Jennifer. She's just always saying the truth, and everybody's like, you're crazy, but she just doesn't know any other way. And I think what she wants most is just to actually have a purpose, help people. Like, she wants to be useful, and as opposed to most characters I play, I think they want to be loved. Jennifer just wants to love, which is what I've discovered through playing her that makes me love her so much, is that she just wants to give it. She really, really does.
And I know the last season coming up, I think we're getting for some surprises. The way season 3 ended, I was like, is it what I think it is? And I'm like, whoa, I just can't wait.
What do you think it is?
I think that you are Cole's mom.
You and a lot of people online think that. I'm not saying anything. We're going to find out who Cole's mom is, though. We are definitely going to find out who Cole's mom is. And you are definitely in for some surprises. I will tell you this, that the first time you see Jennifer in season 4, you will be shocked. It will not be what you are expecting.
Are we going to see Jennifer doing some singing like 99 Balloons, or maybe some hip-hop, some rap, NWA? We're going to hear some things?
I can promise you, you will not be disappointed. So I can tell you that I can't tell you that there will be a musical number, maybe. Not saying that, though, but I am not saying that.
Hey, just call me what? Producer Paul. That's what I'm going to do. See, I got to take these ideas and send them to people. But, the director or the producer would look at me like, who are you? But that would have been great. For some of you, again, who follow the show, Jennifer would have been fantastic at Comic-Con, just her character and everything. So if you see it in season 4, we shall see what happens. If you watch the show, you may have noticed a cameo from 4 Jokers. 4 Impractical Jokers. And for some of you who watch Impractical Jokers, these guys are just laugh out loud hilarious and sometimes dangerous in the things the hijinks that they pull. But we're going to tell you about it. We watch it. They actually were in episodes of 12 Monkeys. And at Comic-Con, I had an opportunity to ask them, how did that experience come about, right? It's like 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon, right? Started off with 12 Monkeys, now the Impractical Jokers, and see how that all came about.
We started watching 12 Monkeys.
I think you did.
Yeah, I started watching 12 Monkeys. I fell in love with the show, super fan of the show. And through Twitter, Twitter's great. It just connects everybody. It's a very odd thing. And I had just started tweeting on my own, just 12 Monkeys is so good, watch 12 Monkeys. And Terry, who created the show, was like, whoa, I'm a huge fan of Impractical Jokers. And he was like, we would love to get you guys on the show. And we were like, well, sure, if you want to ruin an entire scene in your great television series, we'll come and do it. And sure enough, we came and we really stank up the joint. It was great. Yeah, we had a great time. It was very intimidating. My scene, these guys, but I was across from the Jennifer Goines character, who's very intense, and she is that way off camera. She's in character. So, she's just a great actress, and she's there and there and there, and then it cuts to me, and I'm like, it's not great. It's not great. But we had a blast. Though. They were very good.
Crazy. I don't know if you had the same experience, but I couldn't memorize the lines at all. Our show was all improv,
Right,
and then we get to, and we're dealing with scripted actors and actresses. My scene was with Jennifer Goines, too.
Yeah, that's right.
Not.
It was fun, though.
She's sticking to the script, and I'm loosey-goosey with everything.
I had a scene with her as well. I remembered all my lines, and I killed it.
Yeah. As he does.
Huge shout out to Amanda Schull, Emily Hampshire. Emily loved my tie. She was so amazing. I want to hang out with her. I'm going to tweet her and say, hey, let's hang out. Let's sing some songs together. And the Impractical Jokers, Q, Murr, and Sal, for opening up on how that whole collaboration came about. Hey, when we get back, you ready for some dark matter? We're going to catch up with a few of the castmates from the Syfy show, Dark Matter. If you notice, it's kind of a sci-fi theme here, isn't it? Yeah, I'm gonna show them some love. One of my favorite channels out there. Plus, I truly adore all the PR people they have there. Yeah. Huge shout out to all my friends over there. We'll be right back right after these messages.